10万块钱，我买辆车都比娶你划算。这是前2天一个34岁的未婚男生在
Spending $10,000 to buy a car is more worthwhile than marrying you. That's what a 3-4-year-old single man said during a blind date just a few days ago. This man is unmarried and has an annual salary of over $20,000. His overall conditions are quite decent. The woman he was matched with is 31 years old, divorced, and raising a child. This woman told him that she wanted a bride price of $10,000. The man flat out rejected her. He said, "I've never been married. Why should I marry someone who's already been divorced? With $10,000, I can buy a car. I can drive it every day, enjoy it, spend money on it. But marrying you means I'd have to raise someone else's child. What do you all think? Was his comment too harsh?"
你们知道大龄剩女最崩溃的瞬间是什么时候吗？其实并不是
Do you know what is the most heartbreaking moment for older unmarried women? Actually, it's not being constantly nagged at home to get married. It's not even that their social circles are too small or that they're too busy with work and have no time to meet so-called new people. It's when they finally make up their minds to truly start looking for a partner. When they go into blind dates full of hope after one match and then another, finally finding someone who seems great in every way, someone they feel really satisfied and optimistic about, their expectations naturally rise really high, right? They think, finally, I won't have to be alone anymore. But then that man they're so satisfied with, he doesn't like them back. Instead, he chooses a woman whose conditions are similar or even worse just because she's younger. And you know what's even more crushing than that? It's when these women finally come to terms with reality and decide to lower their standards a bit, stop being picky, and settle for someone more ordinary. But still, the other person doesn't like them back. They used to think, besides being a bit older, I'm actually pretty attractive. If I just put a little effort into my appearance and be proactive, I could easily find someone. But then, reality smacks them in the face. They realize that this matchmaking market is truly harsh and brutally realistic. And unfortunately, time cannot be turned back. There's no magic pill for regret. And it's exactly at this moment, that's when they truly break down.
中国男生会不会被外国女生抢走呢？就是这个月和上个月，总共有2家。
Will Chinese men be snatched away by foreign women? Well, just this month and last month alone, 2 multinational companies reached out to collaborate with me. Seriously, we discussed everything already. One company is based in Russia, and the other one involves Belarus and Vietnam. So what's going on here? Because I had mentioned before that I wouldn't do international matchmaking, but then the Russian company contacted me to ask about my resources. They praised me a lot, then sent me a huge batch of profiles. There I have lab. All stunningly beautiful women. Each one had fair skin, lovely facial features, long legs. You couldn't even block them if you tried. Honestly, there is a real market for this. A huge market. But I personally think it's not appropriate or compliant with regulations. So I want to ask you guys, if you had the choice, would you pick someone from Russia? Or would you choose someone from another foreign country? Or would you still prefer a Chinese woman? Before we dive into all of this, let us know in the comments where you're watching this video from. Connecting with viewers across the world is a huge source of inspiration for us.
关于结婚婚姻的事情，我就说。
When it comes to talking about marriage, I'm honestly sick of it. I'm tired of saying anything more. Lately, I've just been in this state of exhaustion. Life is only 30,000 days long. Whether you get married or not, so what? A lot of people make fun of me just because I'm not married. Some go to my comment section just to insult me. But in the end, every person's final destination is death. So why not live life in a way that makes you happy? You never know which will come first, tomorrow or an accident. Take it one day at a time. Don't put too much pressure on yourself.
我觉得我自己好没出息啊！一遇到事情我就
I really feel like I'm useless. Every time something happens, I just end up crying. Still just like a little kid, but reality no longer allows me to be like that. At this point, I don't even believe in men anymore. A man's mouth is full of lies. When they like you, they treat you like a goddess. When they don't, they leave without a word. Sometimes I feel so afraid and anxious inside. What kind of man is even suitable for me? But I've also realized something big about myself. I think the biggest reason I can't get married is because my personality is too stubborn, too strong. When things come up, I always want to win. Everything has to go my way, but I know now men also need to feel respected. Sometimes I really envy those sweet, gentle girls who just act cute in front of a guy, and then they get whatever they want. But me, with my personality, I don't really know how to act cute. Maybe in the future, I should give it a try. Try being more like a gentle little lamb. Maybe that kind of personality would bring me more happiness and joy. A girl really needs to have a better personality. I think I figured that out now. I want to become a gentle little lamb. Do the laundry, cook, take care of the kids, keep the house nice and tidy. That kind of life actually seems pretty good to me. At least you don't have to stress about everything else every day. Let the man handle the earning part. From now on, I'm going to adjust myself. I hope I'll become better and better.
我89年36岁了，还没有结婚，没有小孩。
I was born in 1989. I'm 36 years old now. Still not married. No kids. I don't even have a single friend. But it's not that I'm antisocial. When I was in my 20s, I had so many close friends. We'd go shopping together, travel together, exercise and dance together, so many of them. But from age 35 onward, my friends slowly stopped keeping in touch. For a long time, I really reflected on this. Is there something wrong with my personality? Or am I just too much of a homebody to go out? People my age all have families and marriages. Their focus is on their children now. Like this time I wanted to go on a trip, I invited several friends, but they all said they had to go with their husbands. One friend said she couldn't bear to leave her kid, and that she'd wait until her child starts school before traveling. So, in the end, I just joined a group tour by myself. Colleagues and bosses, they're hard to become real friends with, because there are always interests involved. Calling my parents, every time it's just, why aren't you married yet? If you don't get married, what will happen when you're old? So, most of the time, I'm just alone. There's this song that goes, the older you grow, the lonelier you get. And just like the lyrics say, as I grew up, I became a lonely person. If you're still watching, comment 1 so I know you're still with me.
大龄女生的焦虑啊，其实不是来源于年龄，而是来源于经济。
The anxiety of older women isn't really about age. It actually stems from economics. The essence of age-related anxiety is that your financial situation cannot meet the desires you currently have in your heart. So if you ask me, are older men more anxious or older women more anxious? Who is more eager to get married, men or women? All I can say is this. Whoever is poorer is more anxious. The one with less money is more desperate to marry because they urgently need someone to rely on. But many older women, they have good personal conditions. They even earn more than men. Still, I believe women's age anxiety is always more visible than men's. Even matchmakers always say women need to find a partner while they're still young. Because women generally date and marry upward, they want someone better than themselves to build a family with, but that means in comparison, they become the poorer party. So they have to invest more youth, more emotional value, to convince someone to choose them. If she could let go of that ideal higher-tier partner and instead accept downward compatibility like men do, she wouldn't feel age anxiety at all. As long as she earns enough money, she could also say things like, every year, I can date a new 20-year-old guy. But in marriage, women really shouldn't be on the losing end. Women bear the burden of childbirth, so naturally, men should be responsible for survival. If the woman also has to carry the major financial load, then what does the man even contribute? If you say you're the one getting the short end of the stick, it means deep down, you still place yourself in the weaker position, still needing others to give way to you. Just look at many female celebrities. They marry younger men. Every day, they're either making cute videos or showing off their love. Do you think they're unhappy? They married men who have less money, less fame, less social status than them. But do they feel like they're losing out? Not at all. Because in essence, one side provides the money and gets to enjoy love. The other side offers emotional support in exchange for better material conditions from the partner. It's still a win-win, just with reversed roles. So why should anyone feel they're being taken advantage of? You must understand. Whoever holds the money always holds the long-term upper hand. It's not about men naturally having power in marriage or women naturally suffering. In relationships, it's never about men always benefit and women always lose. It's about the strong benefiting and the weak suffering, the ones on top pressing down on the ones below. And that's why the strong grow happier, while the weak become more anxious over time. If from the start, you put yourself in the position of the weaker one, then whether you marry or not, you won't live well. Because your inner insecurity will always torment you. That's the real reason why many excellent women struggle to find a partner. Even if they've achieved things academically or professionally, their mindset toward love still got stuck decades ago. They've awakened a little, but not fully. After achieving success, they still long for someone to rely on. Instead of thinking, I should be the one others can rely on. I should be the one who leads. In life, they're self-reliant. In love, they're fragile. Financially independent, but mentally still dependent. They set all kinds of rules and standards for themselves to protect their position. So tell me, if not them, then who wouldn't feel anxious?
我今年36。
I'm 36 years old this year. Still single, never married, never had children. Here's my sincere advice to younger women. Get married early. Don't believe those poisonous chicken soup slogans online. Like, as long as there's money in your bank and gas in your car, if you bloom, the butterflies will come. That stuff is toxic. Because when you reach our age, if you want to find a decent guy to marry, it becomes incredibly hard. At this point, people are picking you. You don't really get to choose anymore. You don't have many options. Finding someone to marry at this age, it's really, really difficult.
86年属虎的我今年已经39岁了，没结婚，没孩子，也没对象。
I was born in 1986, the year of the tiger. This year, I'm 39. Unmarried. No children. Not even dating anyone. Just now, I went to talk to a good friend of mine. I asked if he could introduce me to someone. After hearing my situation, he gave me a recommendation. A 52-year-old man. Should I consider him? He runs a deli that specializes in pig heads. He prepares pig heads, pig feet, and pig ears. And he told me, if we get married, you can eat pig ears and pig feet every day. I like drinking beer, sure. But seriously, I feel like I'm about to break down. I'm 29, and you're introducing me to a 52-year-old. I know I'm older. I know I don't have many options. But isn't this a bit too much? It's not like I have sky-high standards. I just want someone around my age. I'm not even 40 yet, and you're introducing me to someone in his 50s, and then you tell me he has a house and a car. Am I marrying a house? Am I marrying a car? Aren't I supposed to marry a person? I just want to find someone I love, and who loves me? When I see him, stars light up in my eyes. When he sees me, it's the same. Yes, I've lost a bit of hair. But this 52-year-old man you're suggesting, he's already bald. I'm seriously about to lose it. I'm sweating from sheer frustration. I'm furious.
我今年33岁，没结过婚，没生过孩子，典型。
I'm 33 years old this year. Never been married. Never had kids. A textbook definition of a leftover woman. Many people think I'm not bad looking, so they assume there must be something wrong with me, either physically or psychologically. But the truth is, I'm not anti-marriage. In fact, I really look forward to marriage. And I absolutely adore children. It's just that when I was younger, I loved watching sweet idol dramas. I kept fantasizing about some Prince Charming. Not only rich, but also loyal, devoted, and good-looking. Those fantasies completely misled my standards for choosing a partner. As a result, I became extremely picky about men. But in reality, there's no such perfect guy. So I kept failing to find someone I truly liked. And now I'm almost 35, only just starting to feel anxious. I wasted my youth for nothing.
今天我想说两句真话，但是我不知道会不会被骂。其实我觉得大龄剩。
Today, I want to say something honest, but I'm not sure if I'll get cursed for it. Honestly, I think a lot of older single women have issues. Myself included. I went on a blind date today. The guy was fine in every way. Good looking enough, and I'm not even picky about looks, average height, decent income, emotionally stable. He was just a very normal guy. And nowadays, people say, it's rare to find someone normal in the dating scene. From the very few blind dates I've had, my impression is, most guys are pretty normal. I don't know if I've just been lucky, or maybe my definition of normal differs from others. But the guy today, he was as normal as it gets, yet I came home from the date and felt like something was wrong with me. The matchmaker texted me afterward, asking, "What do you think of the guy you met today?" When I saw the message, I hesitated. I couldn't reply. I didn't know what to say. The first thing that popped into my head was, if I say I liked him, will they try to push us into a relationship? But I couldn't even name a flaw in the guy. I did reflect on myself. Right now, I know clearly what I don't want, but I have no idea what I do want. Maybe the guys I go on blind dates with have clear goals, but I don't. And maybe that's exactly why I've stayed single for so many years. Because I never had a clear goal for finding a partner. So anyone who comes near me falls into one of two categories. This guy is definitely not the one I want. I'm not sure if this guy is the one I want, but he's definitely not someone I don't want. But when a guy isn't someone I dislike, I still can't pinpoint what qualities make him someone I'd want to marry. So today, when I saw the matchmaker's message, I instinctively wanted to make up an excuse to reject the guy, but I couldn't come up with one. And I didn't dare say, he's okay, because I was afraid saying that would lock me into a relationship with him? I don't even know what I'm afraid of. Sometimes I just want to say, for those older guys or younger guys who are seriously looking for a partner, please avoid leftover women like us. I think I'm one of the more normal ones among leftover women. Most of the time, guys I meet on blind dates don't have anything against me, but I'm just too much of a mess inside. I really don't know what I want. I only know what I don't want. I know what I hate, but I don't know what I desire. So when I meet someone who doesn't trigger any of my dislikes, I still can't admit to myself that he has qualities I like. I'm afraid to make that judgment. And I can't find any real flaws either. So I procrastinate or make up excuses to reject them. And I romanticize those excuses. That's why I think older single women all have issues. Like me, I think I have issues being single for so long or having such little dating experience. It's not because I have strong principles or I'm loyal to love. The only reason I can come up with for this behavior and outcome is that something might be wrong with me. That's the only way I can explain it.
放账都结婚了，我还没结婚。放账60岁。
Even monks are getting married, and I'm still not married. Monk Fangjia is 60 years old and has 51 lovers and 174 illegitimate children. Meanwhile, I'm 22, preparing for marriage and pregnancy, but I'm all alone. When I think about it, I feel like I'm committing a sin. Someone who has already renounced the secular world is out there enjoying worldly pleasures, while we, so-called leftover men and women, are still trapped in this endless gender war. All these anti-marriage, single noble, dink lifestyle slogans, useless. I hope all the leftover men and women out there can drop your pride and prejudices, just get married already, right where you are. And please, forward this video to all those stubborn anti-marriage dinosaurs around you.
这是一个女网红。
This is a conversation between a female internet celebrity and her ambition to marry a top-tier tycoon. What she said will shock you. I hope you leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments. Let's talk about this. A young, beautiful 2-3-year-old woman posted a self-introduction in a Rolls-Royce owners group chat. She said she graduated from a prestigious art university. During college, she gained over 2 million followers. By dancing traditional Chinese dances and showing off her fashion transformations, she occasionally live streams in her studio, earning at least $7,000 to $11,000 USD a month. She openly stated that if beauty were rated out of 10, she could easily score over 8, so she wanted to find a partner while she was still young. And she was very clear about her standards. Her ideal man must earn over $4 million USD per year and must be under the age of 35. She admitted, "Some people may say I'm asking too much, but I can earn a few $100,000 USD just from a few exclusive livestream events." So based on her looks, education, and earning ability, she felt she wasn't being unreasonable. But after sending this message, no one responded in the group chat for 40 minutes. The girl probably started feeling awkward. Then, she sent another message. "I sincerely want to ask all of you, when choosing a life partner, what do you value most? Do women like me who build our careers online? Face pregiudice." 10 minutes later, someone finally responded. He said, "Hello, miss. I've read your message carefully. My daily car is a Rolls-Royce Phantom. I'm 33 years old, own multiple companies, and make about $2.8 million USD in annual profit. I have properties in Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, and Shenzhen. So I do meet your criteria, but from my perspective, marrying you would be a massive strategic mistake. You might wonder why. Well, here's what he said next. And it hits hard. The fact that you've built a large fan base with your looks and talents shows you are indeed attractive. And wanting a man who makes millions is essentially about trading beauty for resources, which isn't necessarily wrong. But the fatal flaw is this: your core asset is your youth and appearance. And those depreciate very quickly over time. This isn't a depreciate very quickly over time, whereas my career and resources are like a snowball. At 33, as long as I avoid mistakes, I'll only become more valuable. From an investment perspective, I'm an appreciating asset. You're a rapidly depreciating one. And our stance toward depreciating assets is clear. Short-term cooperation is fine, but long-term holding, absolutely not. You're like a luxury hotel suite. It's fine to stay for a few nights and enjoy it, but owning one, no need. And the most brutal part came at the end. Your income and followers depend entirely on platform algorithms and team packaging. That is not a core irreplaceable skill set. Once the traffic dries up, you might not even be able to find a decent job. I don't mean to sound harsh, but we've seen too many women like this. The men who make it to the top are more calculating than anyone else. Marriage, to us, is a strategic alliance. What we need is a partner who can fight alongside us, who brings complementary resources, not someone who constantly requires maintenance and investment like a high-maintenance product. And after he sent that message, the girl's profile picture disappeared from the group chat within 30 minutes. I think she got her answer. Rather than trying to marry into a rich family, why not become the rich family yourself? Making money isn't just a man's job. For women, it's equally important. Because you are your greatest support. After hearing this, I really started thinking, this girl is actually quite impressive in today's society, but because of how she viewed relationships, she went through this experience. What do you all think? The guy you said you'd introduce me to last time. It didn't work out, huh? We never even met. Oh yeah, I told you. He doesn't want someone who runs their own business. He wants someone with a government job or a stable office position. What's wrong with being self-employed? I earn a decent living. Well, he said he wants someone stable. You're self-employed. He's not into that. Fine, whatever. Self-employed people have to marry other self-employed people, huh? Forget it if he's picky. Don't worry, don't rush. When I find someone suitable, I'll give you a call. Okay. Take care. Oh my God. He rejected me. I don't even ask for a house or a car. I'm even willing to chip in. And he still looks down on me, just because I'm self-employed. Unbelievable. In modern China, the number of single individuals is rising at an alarming rate. According to data from the Ministry of Civil Affairs, by the end of 2024, the number of unmarried people of marriageable age had surpassed 239 million, nearly 17% of the country's total population. Among them, the number of unmarried women over the age of 30 continues to grow, giving rise to the phenomenon known as elite singles. This situation reflects more than just personal pressure, it signals a silent social crisis, where traditional family values are being shaken by individualistic lifestyles, the influence of social media, and romantic standards that are detached from reality. China's social trends believes that no matter how modern society becomes, family remains the core foundation. Happiness does not lie in flashy material things, it lies in having a life partner to grow with, to support each other, and to build a home together. Let us remember that returning to traditional values such as filial piety, marital harmony, and family stability is not a step backward. It's a strong, reliable path to finding true happiness. Don't wait until it's too late to realize that the most important things in life were right beside you all along. China's social trends will continue to accompany you in uncovering the hidden sides of society and reviving the values that are slowly fading away. Do you think modern women are trading away the happiness of family life for the illusion of a perfect love? Or has today's society made marriage too risky and meaningless? Share your thoughts in the comments below. 2HI. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another deep dive from China's social trends. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.